be a good mascot?
For this team?
Yeah.
In that suit?
Yeah.
This arena?
Yeah. In this arena, this suit, and for this team.
What's good, MP? We know MP came ready to play.
The home debut for this team and the home debut for the rookie MP. He'll have his chance to make a lasting first impression here in just a moment as this stadium gets ready to rock. And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. A chance to check out Dallas's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And you know, for that matchup with the Rockets,
to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
and you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's a dream come true for him to step out onto an NBA court and try to follow those footsteps.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Dante Exum is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's MP in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, "I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time." Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Here's Irving. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
MP outside. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Barnes with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. Fox outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Everything Fox does is so fast. Makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
Another big component of their early...
He's checked in for the Mavericks.
It's all you, MP. You got this.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Castle's got 6 here in the quarter.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that in Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament. And that's rare for any freshman.
Shot clock at 3. Thompson, no good.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Sohan, the pass to Fox. And here's Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Over MP. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the right side. Here's Lively. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
That one's off. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And it's Fox missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in. The Mavericks trailing. MP outside. Washington outside. Lively passes to Washington. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Johnson. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Fox with the ball. Give him 8. Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist of the night. Thompson fires from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Spurs out in front, up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Halftime is here.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and...
And now, not a bad time to take a look at... And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
And we've got second. MP comes in for Marshall, and it's Dinwiddie in for Kyrie Irving. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And taking a look at last year's stats, here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. De'Aaron Fox on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season, taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals.
Here's Castle, defended by Thompson. That evens the score. Castle's got 12.
What a statement from Castle tonight, proving to the league he's going to be a problem for years to come.
We've got a chance to check up on Anthony Davis' status. Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Mavericks was able to update me on the situation. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. All that said, he's already back in the game. Some serious toughness on display tonight.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
So, on the floor for San Antonio. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Barnes. And it's Sohan in at the center position, locking down the middle. Lively passes to Thompson, to the paint. Lively inside. Sohan covering. Lively with the bucket. Lively's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Back to Fox. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Here's MP. A quick shot there. It's off target. San Antonio trailing here. Barnes passes to Paul. For three. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Screen by MP. Lets a floater go. Davis can't hit. Well, the Spurs shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. And there's Fox on the assist by Johnson. Fox has got 10 points.
The sweet stroke of Fox. Lefties always make it look so good.
Dinwiddie passes to MP. On the wing, Davis. Back to MP. Up in time. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. San Antonio on top, up 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Kyrie Irving out there with Dante Exum. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Irving. No good. Paul with some nice D. Spurs lead by 3. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Washington outside. Exum outside. MP outside. Rebound by San Antonio.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Abukelashvili passes to Fox. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 5. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
It's Exum on the wing. Washington, a screen on Fox. MP, the pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision-making from him.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And a new group. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it...
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful. MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance. It makes sense.
Look, I'm...
Just caught MP's first game. What a debut. Just like his first album.
What's up, everyone? It's Ronnie 2K. I'm live here at the arena. The vibe is crazy.
Hey! Look around. Wow.
It's back! That's right, Shake. My Court has returned for NBA 2K25, and it looks awesome.
My Court is your own personal hub in the city. Practice your shot with the ball machine, run through simple drills, and play a variety of games with your friends or AI players.
Oh, man. Here we go. Yo.
Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Wells, no good. Hotkins outside. Passes to MP. Out to Dillard. Wells with the steal. Lets it go from deep. And the Wolfpack, another three.
We know Patrick Wells loves to shoot the ball, and he should because, look, he's good at it.
And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh yeah, the bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. It certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
Now Wells, and there's the call on Patrick Wells. That's his first foul.
Great defense on display. He anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line and take a shot for the team.
Back to Dillard. Out to the left wing. MP outside. Clock at 6. Fisher outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The big man Fisher showing off his range there. The D has to at least get a hand up.
Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Now here's Fisher. Passes to MP. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. Carter with it. And here's Stoffer. Robinson. Zadirko covering. And here's Zach Timmerman outside. It's up and it's off the mark. One up, not down. On the wing, it's MP. Out to Dillard. Dish to Fisher with lots of room. And that one comes up a bit short.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
Now here's MP. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew the contact on the shot.
First personal foul.
What I really admire about MP is he's not only this team player on the court that we see, but off the court as well. This kid just really understands the value of helping his community.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he gets both of them. The Wolfpack leading. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Carter. Cordova. Now Johnson. Out to the right wing. Here's Cordova. Johnson with the rock. From deep. MP grabs the miss.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Ties it, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up. 1-point game now. The Wolfpack with the ball. Kicks it to Johnson. To the left wing. Outside James. Carter, right side. James up top. Joey Johnson for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shot attempts tonight. MP outside. Hopkins. Passes to MP. Rebounded by James. Now here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. And with a showcase game like this and tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now here's James. Pokes loose. MP with the steal. Inside, Davidson. It's good.
Well, in that tight, with that much of a height advantage, there's not a lot the D can do to stop that shot.
The Wolfpack trail. Now it's Carter outside. Looking to end the run. Davidson pulls it in.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
Junior outside. Passes to MP. And Joey Johnson pulls it down.
Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one. Now here's Hopkins. Here's Davidson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's a menace on the glass. His offensive rebounding is going to cause problems for opponents for years to come.
They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting...
Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Back to Dillard. Up top, Hawkins. Dillard. MP up top. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Here's Adirko. And Robinson pulls it down.
The size on the bench for both teams is formidable.
Oh, yeah, Danny, this team is stacked. I was looking up to some of the players walking in as we set up tonight. Whoa, they're tall. I know one thing, though. I wouldn't take too many shots inside with either second unit tonight. There's no doubt about it. Inside the paint, Timmerman can be undersized, but his agility and slipperiness helps him getting it done.
Here's MP. It's Dillard outside. No good on the three. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all.
Wells is demonstrating day in and day out how assertive he is. He's ready to shoot as soon as he catches the pass.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Hotkins. Dillard. And it's stolen away by Timmerman. And they're on the break. James no good. The Dynasty with the lead. Here's Hawkins. MP up top. Ball's knocked loose. And it's stolen away by Timmerman. Wells outside. 2 on the clock. And knocking it down for Wolfpack. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And time for a break. The action resumes right after this. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh, I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Now here's Timmerman. Out of bounds, it'll be Dynasty ball.
Dynasty ball.
Here's Dillard. Passes to MP. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. Wells outside. Pick by James. Kept alive by the Wolfpack. Stopper misses. The drive by MP. The shot's good. Dillard making the play there.
And this MP kid is skilled. When he's attacking the lane, he uses that momentum to push through the defense. And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Fisher outside. Pass to Hotkins. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
That was a pure look from deep. Hard to imagine he was exclusive to the tennis team until recently. Serving up 3 nice points right there.
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack. Outside Stauffer. Five on the clock. Drew Robinson for 3. And Hotkins pulls it down. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but they couldn't get it to go. Here's MP. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound.
He bodied him up and made him alter the trajectory on that shot.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip.
That is a sweet-looking one-handed slam.
When the game is this close, he's someone you can really rely on.
Absolutely, and great to have such a dependable finisher.
Now here's MP. And he's got 6 points for him. From 18 feet away. No luck on that one. The Wolfpack trail.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Now here's Dillard. This one for three, on target from long range.
Shooting is the centerpiece of Eric Dillard's game, and he sinks one there.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
Passes to Wells. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stauffer.
And comes right back with a three of his own.
Looking to match.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout.
MP up top. He's covered by Levesque. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two here. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, the coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Now here's Cordova. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Cobb. Here's MP. Junior. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
They didn't hustle on the boards right there, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, not active enough, and they need to learn from this mistake or it will keep happening.
Here's Cordova. The kick out to Andrews. Lets the floater go. And he sinks the layup.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now here's Cobb. Screen by MP. Davidson, defended by Fresh. 5 to shoot. The triple from Jason Jr. That shot off the mark. The Wolfpack leading. Pass to Carter, takes a three, gets the three to fall.
Practice makes perfect for Carter. The Wolfpack guard was all lined up and prepared to fire before he even got the ball.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Dave Zadirko. Eric Fisher. Brett Hawkins.
Out to the wing, Hawkins outside, and here's Dillard.
Substitution for the Wolfpack.
The three ball hits the three-pointer.
He's too good a shooter to leave open. That's a breakdown defensively.
And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for. He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does on the court, off the court. He lives and breathes basketball.
MP, Timmerman defending, and the shot goes in.
Focused finish by young MP. He's such a cool customer.
The Wolfpack with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 coming up. That's on Zadirko. And no good as the first free throw misses for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Yeah, that's the problem with Patrick Wells. Sometimes he tries to do a little too much and plays too selfishly. But look, underneath it, it's a player who really does have a good understanding of the game.
And he ends up making the second. And that'll push the lead to double digits. Now here's Dillard, guarded by Wells. Screen by Fisher. To the paint, back to Dillard. Dish to Fisher. Dillard to the inside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. Instead, we'll have a jump ball.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
Here's Fisher. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And at 6'8", Fisher knows he has an advantage inside, and good to see him exploit it there.
Now here's Stauffer. Pass over to Robinson. Over Zadirko. Hits the front of the rim and in.
The defense might think he'll miss when he's that open, but let's be honest, he usually won't.
It's Dillard outside. MP high post. Shot from 16. Not gonna go that time. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. Zadirko grabs the rebound. On the wing, Brett Hotkins. Guarded by Wells. Back to MP. And the 14-footer is off the mark. And the Wolfpack have possession. It's a 10-point game. Here's Stauffer. The clock goes to 0, and that's going to do it for us.
And with the heat...
That's the way I back up my game.
What's up, MP?
Looking good, MP. MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you shine. It's your night tonight. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Let's go. Showtime, MP. True balls.
Oh, say does that.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that?
We saw Dallas absorb a big fine a couple years ago, but then they drafted Derek.
Hey, get on top. Hey, hands up. I got ball. Hey. See if we turn this around, kid.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. Bull finds Plumlee. Thompson against Booker. O'Neal on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hearing scouts talk about MP before the draft, the one concern they had was his hesitation to take over games himself.
And I think that's just how MP is wired, right? He's always been a team-first player, even if that means sacrificing his own shot a bit too often.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldrin.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Dinwiddie passes to MP. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They're leading by 8. Here's Jones. They double him with MP. 5 on the clock. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Dinwiddie outside. Gets an open look and hits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, up by 9. And the second quarter will be on the way. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Allen outside. Pass to Durant. And the Suns miss again. The Mavericks trailer. Now Williams. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull in the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Tyus Jones. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving passes to MP. Dallas moving the ball around. For the three. Irving misses. Suns leading by 3. Outside, KD. Pass to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
They've got to be careful. A big key to beating them is keeping Booker off the line as much as possible.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Dante Exum.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
MP, that's for 2. Here's Lively. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Dunn. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Durant kicks to Dunn. To the middle, looking for Allen, and gets it there. And that one is good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down, that's big news.
Substitution on the court.
New spot.
32 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Richards. Kicks it out to Booker. And a miss there on the triple.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Allen surveying the D. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Towns will be watching from the bench, so I want to see how it affects their spacings. Now that he's just stretched the floor without the big fella. They miss that aspect whenever he's sitting out.
Looking now at our featured game this evening, the Phoenix Suns have a close one on their hands.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that.
And that concludes halftime. Now
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here. What a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Here's KD, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to MP. Here's Martin. Back to MP. Floats one. The rebound by KD. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker against Martin. Dunn, the bounce pass. Now Richards. Back to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard five. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. MP up top. Dunn covering. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. The Suns making a change here. Jones is checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Martin. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. For this screen on Allen, here's MP. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Phoenix. Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. And O'Neal subbed in for Grayson Allen. Booker with it. 13 points in the game. Bol dishes to Booker. O'Neal wide open. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Dinwiddie passes to MP. Back to Dinwiddie. Washington with the screen on Jones. Dinwiddie kicks to MP. Dallas again missing. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Jones. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to MP. Dallas, no good that time either. MP against O'Neal. And the dunk by Bol.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Suns on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a batter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Royce O'Neal is out there at Bol. Then it's Jones. Then there's Plumlee, and it's KD in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Jones looking for an opening. Bol finds Durant. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Bol. Second shot opportunity. KD so efficient in there.
KD extremely effective on the offensive glass. Not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Dinwiddie passes to MP. Three-pointer. And it's Durant with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Outside, O'Neal. Kicks it out to Jones. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup with the 76ers,
That one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
Allen's checked in for Bol. Gafford sets the pick for Exum. Back to MP. And that comes off the assist by Exum. MP's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Jones kicks to Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Exum. Dallas moving the ball around. The 3 from MP. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Plumlee with it. Jones with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.